Hey y'all, I hope you guys are doing well today. It's been a hot minute since I've been on this channel. I've actually been really active on my Instagram and my blog. So if you want to follow our fashion and style tips over there, I have it linked down below. But today I want to do my entire Louis Vuitton handbag collection. I did a poll on Instagram asking what type of collections and what type of things you guys like to see. And one of the things you guys said you would like to see is a handbag collection. So I did my Chanel collection, I want to say about a year ago from today. I posted it late, but I did it about a year ago. I did it around this time. So I want to jump in and do my Louis Vuitton one. Now, I have a lot more Louis Vuitton bags than I do Chanel bags. And so I'm going to try to go through these quickly. So hopefully it's not going to be too long of a video. You probably want to get a snack. You probably want to get some tea or something, sit down, and let's just look at some eye candy together. So let's jump right into it. So this time around, I want it to be a little less chaotic. So I want to have somewhat of an order to this video. So I am going to kind of go through categories. So I'll start with leathers and then I'll transition into canvas pieces, and I'll just kind of have things kind of like ordered in a way. So if you want to look at a particular type of bag, there should be timestamps for that down below. However, we're going to get started with a bag that I recently just got in, which is my Neo Speedy from 2005. This is 1 year off from being vintage. So everyone knows that denim is all the rage nowadays. I was looking at a lot of the denim bags, and it's a remix of Marc Jacobs' original collection, right? And I have been looking at these bags for a while. I remember first really being interested in this bag. It must have been 2017. So I was pregnant with my son. We were in Colorado and I saw a woman with this bag. I'm like, that is so pretty. And I've added it to cart several times, had it get sold off to someone else because, of course, these are vintage pieces. And I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger with it just a couple of days ago. I bought this off of eBay from a Japanese reseller. I love Japanese resellers. A really good trick if you want to build up a collection of vintage pieces. This one was in really rough condition though, and so I ended up paying just over $600 for this particular bag. But I want to say, like, even a year ago, this bag and the condition that it came in would have been like 400, maybe even 300. And so with the new remix collection coming out, the demand for vintage pieces has definitely gone up. That's how markets work. But yeah, this bag had stains all across the vachetta right here. The handles were a lot more dirty and there were stains on the exterior of the bag. I was able to use Shout to get the stains out of the bag and just regular leather cleaner to get the stains out of the vachetta. I did oil the bag. I used a leather conditioner to condition the leather of the bag, and I need to go through and do it again because the leather is quite dry. This bag definitely needed a lot of TLC, but I'm here to give it to her. You can see here on the corners, so this corner and this corner right over here has worn down. I think I can repair that. I'm a really nifty person, especially when it comes to leather and fabric repair. I love circular fashion. I speak a lot on circular fashion and circular economies on my blog. So if you're interested in stuff like that, definitely head on over there. But I do think I have a way to kind of patch this up because I don't like that red out there like that. But other than that, the bag is in, very good condition. She cleaned up very, very well. And for $600, I think, it's a good price. Let's just look at this yellow interior here. That yellow interior is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for this. I used to have a denim bag, not like a designer one, but a denim bag a long time ago, and it has since gotten lost in all my moves. And so I'm very happy to have a little bit more of denim and like Y2K inspired fashion back into my wardrobe. Okay, speaking of Y2K, let's move on to another bag from that era. This is the Murakami Chette Accessoire en Blanc. And this was another bag I was so ecstatic to get into my collection. So when I was in high school, I used to go down to the Louis Vuitton on Fifth Avenue in Seattle a lot. And I never bought anything, but I would always look and play with the bags, and they were always so sweet to me. Like they never seemed to be upset that I was there, just looking over what I aspire to have one day. They seem to be completely fine with it. So I appreciate them for that. Um, but I bought this bag back in 2018 or 2017, one of those years, on eBay, again, from another Japanese reseller. It was not in great condition. There is I don't even know. Oh, there we go. There's a little like cut mark right there. And so this bag can't go in to be repaired because the canvas is damaged. But for me, that was fine, because this is just a fun little purse, kind of filling that itch that I've had for decades at this point to have a piece from this collection in my hands. I love this beautiful red interior that this bag has. And I'm lucky for as all the damage that this bag has, the interior actually hasn't faded onto the outside canvas. And so my bag is still pretty white, which I absolutely love. This is just such a fun piece. It's so fun for spring. And my daughter loves this piece so much. All my kids actually love this piece. It's just a fun one. The Pochette Accessoire, I actually haven't done a review on it. I don't know. I don't think it's worth the prices that it's going for now. I think it's like at 1,500 or something like that for this bag, which is pretty much just, a wallet and chain. And I don't know. I paid for the Chanel wallet and chains. There's at least some organization in those. There's no organization in this whatsoever. So I don't know. I don't think it's worth the price increase that Louis Vuitton has issued for this. But this is definitely a heritage piece. Anything from the Murakami collections are just wonderful to have. And so I'm happy to have this one. So keeping in line with multicolor pieces, I have this little clamshell. I forget the name of it. Forget the technical name for it, but the clamshell cosmetic case from the Esquel collection that came out in 2020, I believe. And oh my goodness, I love this. I turned down my lights and my exposure because I want you guys to actually really be able to see just how pretty this bag truly is. Okay, I wanted to turn down the exposure just a little bit so that you guys can have a better look at how beautiful the Esquel collection is. I have a couple of pieces from them or from that collection, and this is one of my favorites. I loved the beautiful pinks and the yellows and the blues. I think this is perfect coming up for Easter. So this is a cosmetics case, but I use it as like a little clutch quite often. Mostly for date nights and whatnot. I can fit like a card case in there. I can fit like my smaller phone, or sometimes I'll just even just use my watch as a phone, since I can get calls and stuff on that without my cell phone. And lipstick and perfume, and that's it. I also do use it as a travel case, so I need to go through and wipe it down because you can see from the last time I traveled, I have makeup in there. But yeah, this is just a beautiful little clutch that I like to use in my collection. I believe that I want to say I paid $650 for this. I got this one directly from the Louis Vuitton site. I want to say I paid $650 for this. I believe there was a little bit of a markup for the Esquel, poolside collection that they release. But gosh, I can't remember. So I'll try to put the price up on the screen. And then if I can find any on the secondhand market, I'll try to link those too. The next multicolor piece I have here is from the Spring in the City. This is the Kirigami Pochette. So again, technically not a handbag, but I typically use it as one. Sometimes I will use it what it's designed for, which it can fit like a mini iPad. I do that when I travel. But most of the time when I'm using this, I'm using it as a small little crossbody. You can get inserts on Amazon in which you can attach a chain to the outside, or you can get a plastic slip that you can slide this into, and you can also carry crossbody that way. I prefer the plastic slip because it does not pull at the edges here, so you don't have to worry about damaging your bag. The only thing is you do not want to store your canvas in those plastic bags. I knew this and I forgot, and I'm very lucky no damage happened, but I had kept it stored in the plastic sleeve that you can use to make it a bag, and the canvas actually started to stick to that plastic. That plastic doesn't allow your canvas to breathe. And even though, canvas is not leather, it still needs to breathe. And so it gets stuck to that plastic, it starts to disintegrate. It can really damage your bag. So it's very important that your bags can breathe. That's why all my bags, you can't really see, but I keep my bags open on the shelves facing away from the sun. There's plenty of circulation in this room, so it's just really good for canvas and leather health. All right, moving on from the multicolor pieces, we're going into my leather pieces. So this right here is my pochette fleecy. As you guys can see, I have an affinity for tiny bags. I love small bags, especially with my bad shoulder. Like, this just really helps. So this is actually one of my most popular blog posts. I will leave it linked down below. But you guys really seem to love this bag, and there seems to be a surge in people searching for this bag, at least from what I'm seeing with my analytics. So yeah, let's talk about this bag real quick. So I bought mine's pre-loved on Fashion File for less than $900. It did not come with the 2 additional SLGs, but I was able to buy one separate. I did a trade on Poshmark, and I was able to get the card case thing that comes with the card insert that comes with the pochette fleecy. And I do like this thing. I like using it in other bags. It's a nice wallet. You have a place to put your bills, and you can fit up to 12 cards. You can fit 2 in each of the slots right here. So I do like this thing. I don't really like it inside of the pochette fleecy. As you can see, that just takes up a lot of the space of the bag. There's not much space in the bag once you put that card case in. And then there's another envelope that comes with it. So that pretty much takes up all the space that you have with this bag. This bag is not very forgiving with space either, just because of its more structured design. So I don't even use a card case when I use this. I literally take this out. There is a slip pocket in the back. And so I go ahead and I slip my card into the slip pocket back there. I'll throw in a lipstick, a perfume, sometimes some cash, and that's it. I can fit my phone. Like, if you really want to Tetris things, you can Tetris things and make this work as a mini bag. I've seen people do it, but I have enough bags in my collection that it's just like, if I'm taking this because I know I don't need to carry too much with me. Now, mine is also in vernis leather, which is Louis Vuitton's version of patent leather, just what they call their patent leather. I love their old patent leather because it comes with like these little iridescent sparkles, which it's not going to capture in this camera. I'll see if I can get B-roll of how iridescent and beautiful it can look. I have not been able to get to a city, so I can see the new vernis leather that they have, but I believe that has some shimmer in it too. I just love like the remixes they're doing. I think it's a good market for them. I do think vintage is better, but I do think this is a good market for them. One thing you have to be careful about with vernis and patent leather is that it does absorb color, and so you can get color transfer fairly easily. One of the reasons why this was also marked off was there was color transfer on it. Now, you can't really see the color transfer all that well. Like, this back probably looks, I'm looking at the monitor. Yeah, the back and the front look the same in the camera. There is just the tiniest hint of color transfer, like black color transfer in the back of this. You can't really get that out because patent leather is very porous. It will absorb things, but it won't necessarily let it out. And that's because of like this covering here. So once it gets color transfer on it, you can't really do anything about it. So you do want to be careful. But that said, patent leather, there's no need to be afraid of it. I absolutely love patent leather. It's so beautiful, and I kind of want more Vernis in my collection. Okay, next is my Alma BB in Epi leather. So this is a bag where I just don't know why I haven't gone for it before. So first off, I love the sound of Epi leather. It's just so fun, and the texture of it is so fun, and it's a more robust leather too. This is heavily, heavily, heavily coated. So unless you have like a special one like mine, it's not going to scratch as easy. It's going to be very durable. Now, mine does have a metallic covering to it. This is in Rose Nacre. So it has this really beautiful metallic sheen to it, and that can scratch more easily just because it is the paint covering over it, but I'm fine with that. I absolutely love it. I did get this again off a Fashion File on sale for less than 900 or around 900, something like that. It did not come with the strap. It did have some chipping on the metallic paint here, but you can, I don't even remember. Oh, it's right here. It's just like a little wear here on the corner. And then there was like a little foundation mark right there that I wasn't able to get out. But other than that, this bag is in absolutely beautiful condition. I love using this bag so much. So I use straps from some of my other bags to go ahead and, give it a strap option if I want to. So I do love wearing this across my shoulders or cross body, but this is the perfect like top handle bag too. Like I just feel so dainty when I have it on my arm like this with a little cute bow. I just feel so dainty. I really, really do love this piece, and this fits a lot. I feel like there are certain bags that Louis Vuitton has that are just Mary Poppins bags. They fit a lot more than what you would think. I can fit my iPad in this bag. I can fit my wallets in this bag. The mid-sized Kirigami can fit in here all together, right? And not have any problems. And so I feel like this is a really great bag for someone who's looking for a medium small type bag, a small medium size bag, however you want to say it. Like they want something that's still small, but they can fit like their basics and then some. This is the bag that you're looking for. And the Alma Baby, when you're looking at the canvas versions, is not too bad in price either, new in stores, and you can find some great deals, with the canvas versions as well, or especially secondhand. And so I just think this is such a great bag. Fun fact, this bag was actually designed by Coco Chanel herself in 1925. She turned designs over to Louis Vuitton for them to make the commission this bag for her for travel. And then she released the designs for them, I want to say in 1932 or 1935, sometime like that. I have all sorts of history and stuff like this on handbags and fashion on my blog. If you're interested in that, go check out the links down below. Okay, so the next bag I have to show you is my Montaigne MM. I have to apologize. The last time I did a What's in My Work Bag video, I called this the BB. And that's because when I was searching for this bag to buy it, I was interested in the BB size. And then I realized the MM size, it's much better for my lifestyle. And so I went and got the MM, but in my mind, it was still the BB. Anyway, the Montaigne bag is, oh, that's my cat. The Montaigne bag is such a beautiful bag. I personally think it looks better in not epi leather. Blah. I personally think it looks better in Empreinte leather. Oh my gosh, Empreinte leather is just so beautiful and buttery. I saw a woman with a plum color version of this bag when I went to go visit my pediatrician, and I'm just like, your bag is so gorgeous. But yeah, this is such a great work bag for me. You can technically fit a MacBook Air in here, technically, but it really stretches this leather, and you can kind of see like the leather is starting to stretch a little bit over here. And I'm just like, I don't want to do that anymore. I can fit the bag or my laptop standing up in here if I wanted to, but that's just, it's not really comfortable. And so I opt to use my iPad when I am using this bag for work. I don't really work outside the house that often. And so I don't have to do it that often, but I like to get out the house from time to time. Anyway, this bag comes with 3 main compartments, one in the back here that has the full slip pocket, one in the center here that comes with a zipper, and then one in the front that comes with 2 slip pockets. I am working on a blog. I can't believe I haven't done a blog about this one because I use this bag all the time. So I'm working on a blog post about this, but this bag fits a lot. This is going to be a great size medium bag for a lot of people. The only con is, especially in the Empreinte leather, this bag is very heavy. Like, this bag is empty right now, save for like a receipt and like, a bunny sticker, and it's heavy, right? And so I really love that it comes with a strap to help reduce the amount of weight that this bag has and feels, but it's heavy. But I love it. It's such a good bag. So the next bags I'm going to do together, and it is my Speedy 20s in Empreinte leather. I have it in the black right here, as well as in the bicolor or the charmello and latte color. When I bought this, it was the bicolor, the Triton rose and cream is what they called it when I bought this about a year ago in Hawaii. But now they're selling a new version, same colors, but you have that like darker rose color, which they're calling Carmelo or Charmello, around the chaps here. So just slightly different. But the bags are going for the same price. It is essentially the same bag. Fun fact, Taylor Swift bought this bag for the members of her staff. And so I think she has great taste because I've had it for a while now and I absolutely love it. So the Speedy 20 is a bag that is definitely on the smaller size. It's a step up from like the new mini that they have, but it still packs a ton. I think the majority of the Speedies that you see in the market are going to fit a lot more in them than what you believe they would be able to. So I can kind of I believe I could stick a Kindle in here. I swear I stuck a Kindle in here before, but I can fit a wallet. I can fit my mini pochette in here. I fit my mini kirigami in here. The Rosalie coin purse fits in here. You can easily, always carry like a little Leatherman with me. That fits in here quite well. You can fit quite a bit in here. A little water bottle fits in here. This is perfect for a lot of just quickly running out type errands and whatnot. If I need to run to the school real quick and just carry a few things with me, this is a really good option for that as well. And it's a great bag to shop with. I've even used it on date nights. I love the color of this bag. I love the shape and how this looks on me. I'm 5'5", by the way. I'm like a medium-sized build. And so I think it looks quite nice. It doesn't feel as overpowering as a lot of the other bigger Speedy bags do, which I feel kind of like just swallow up in my frame. So wonderful bag. One of the questions I got asked is there any wear on the hardware? And yes. So with these D-rings right here, where the D-rings kind of rub against the leather, they have started to tarnish, and where the lobster clasp rubs against the D-ring on the inside, that has started to tarnish as well. And it's same with this bag, which I've had longer, but that is the only tarnishing that I'm seeing on either bag, is with the D-rings, and you don't really see that that often. I'm not even seeing it on the little like O-rings here, or the square rings, whatever you call them, with the chaps. And so just a tiny bit of discoloration. There's not really scratches on any of my hardware either. So the hardware is holding up quite well. The one thing I do want to say is with this lighter color transfer is a problem. I let these sit on my jeans on a road trip, not thinking. I just kind of dozed off, and there was a big blue spot right on the center of my bag. And so I got home, I used some leather cleaner and I tried to clean it up. It didn't really come out right away. However, within 3 days, the stain lifted. So if you do get a stain on this, you want to clean it right away. It can lift because like you cannot see any evidence of the stain on this bag at all. It was like just such a big blue mark. It's like, ugh. But you can clean it up, but you do want to do that fast. And yeah, I just know that some bags you don't have any luck getting the stain out, but you do have some luck with this one. So that was the last of my leather bags. So let's move on to canvas again and going into the more traditional monogram and damier canvases. So we're going to start off with the HL Mini Speedy. Look how tiny this thing is. This is even like miniature compared to the new Speedy Mini, but it packs a punch. I use this bag a lot for, just quick errands. If I'm running to the store, if I'm going shopping with my friends or family, I like to use this one a lot. I use this one when I would do like more so like just longer days at the chemo center where I didn't have to be in the chair, but it was more so running around doing paperwork type things. I used this bag for a lot then too, because I didn't have to carry as much. It's so tiny. It's so comfortable. I just have the Pochette Métis strap attached to it now because I use this more than my Pochette Métis. And we'll talk about that in a second. It is just a, little cavernous bag. And it fits a lot. A cell phone fits in here, a little card holder fits in here, some lipstick fits in here, perfume fits in here, and you'll still have a little bit of space to have things in here. You can Tetris this bag and fit so much in this bag, and it's really comfortable to wear. You can hold it in the top handle like this. If you have smaller wrists like I do, you can have your wrist in here and hold it this way. Like I said, I generally go ahead and wear this crossbody with my pochette strap. And I absolutely love this thing. I bought this from a Japanese reseller. For it was less than $300 when I bought this one, and I absolutely love it. I do want to get one of the Murakami ones. If I can get the trifecta in Blanc and in Noir, I would love that, but I don't know. It's not at the top of my priorities list right now. So yeah, I love using this bag. I use it quite a bit. Camera cut out. Fortunately, we had only talked about one bag before I noticed. So let's talk about the favorite. in canvas. I have mine in damier. They had actually discontinued the canvas line and then brought in the Empreinte version. I don't actually like the Empreinte version, although I love Empreinte. I think the canvas version is a lot better. It's a lot more suited for travel. It's a lot more squishier and whatnot. You can wear it multiple ways. You can dress this bag up. You can dress it down, making it really good for days where you want to go off and explore the town, or days where you might have dinner or galas or something like that to attend. This is a very transformative bag with the look. And so I think it is so worth it because of that. It has this metal clasp right here, which is actually, it's pretty easy to move it with your hands, but it's very strong. I'm clumsy, right? So I've had times where this bag is tipped upside down and my stuff has stayed inside. The interior, this beautiful red, has this little pocket back here. I just generally use that to go ahead and put in my card case or something like that. And then I can go have another wallet down here, my phone, my perfumes, what other knickknacks I need going around. I've even had a water bottle in here while going on and exploring the town, and it's just so convenient. It does come with a brown strap, treated leather strap. I have removed that for right now. I'm using it on something else, and I'll show you that in a second. It also has this gold chain right here that you can use to do a little shoulder moment, or you can leave it like this and kind of use it as a clutch with a beautiful chain. And I think it just looks absolutely stunning. You can still find these on the pre-loved market. And I think this is a really good bag. If you're looking for a good starter bag, pre-loved, you like to travel a lot, I think this might be your best bet. All right, the next bag. I sound so exasperated. The next bag we're talking about is the Pochette Métis. And I do love this bag, but I don't wear it often. And I've come to the realization because I am bothered by the cracking that is happening with this bag. So everyone knows that this bag had a recall. This bag had plenty of issues with it. And me being the stubborn Taurus that I am, was like, it doesn't bother me that much. Um, but then as the glazing started to crack more and more, just subconsciously, I just started gravitating towards other bags because I have a whole bunch of other bags in my collections that don't have any problems. And so I stopped using this bag, but every single time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I like this bag. I should use it. Every single time I use this bag, I, for the most part, enjoy it. Now, this S-lock can be, challenging from time to time, but I love this bag. I love the pockets that it has. I love the organization that's built in to this bag. It's just, I love the look of this bag. There's something so like business chic about this bag. I love this bag. I love the fact that I love this top handle. Like, I love so much about this bag. I don't like how this is coming, and I've just kind of come to terms with it. So I think what I need to do is go down to Seattle and see if I can still exchange this, or get credit or something for what's going on. And if not, I'll see what I can do about it, because I waited forever, and that's my own fault. I don't like turning bags in for repair, and that's something I just kind of have to get over. But yeah, it's time to upgrade this one to a better version. But Bichette Matisse is a good bag. Every single time I use it, I do love it. I just did not like this glazing issue with this particular bag. Moving on to my larger bags, let's talk about my Speedy 40. This is such a large bag, but I absolutely love this bag. I have a blog post. This is the first luxury bag that I got. I bought this pre-loved off of eBay from an estate sale, and I was so nervous, but I used authentication service. This was before eBay had their authentication services, and it was real. I got this for $250. I was so ecstatic. I used this as a mommy bag when I just had like one kid, sometimes, and I used it for work, but mostly I used it for travel. This fits my laptop. I can fit like a couple of days worth of clothes and makeup and things like that in this bag, because she is huge. She is big. So this bag is a vintage piece. She's a lot older. She's older than I am. So this bag was made in September of 1984, which is the month and the birth year of my husband. So this bag is as old as my husband. I thought that was kind of sweet. I was looking for a bag with my, birth year, but I don't know. I thought something about this being, in the same like timeline as my husband was just so sweet to me. So I liked that. It has all the original stuff except for the zipper, but I have to go get the zipper fixed again. But the Speedy 40 is such a good bag. I feel like this is a good luggage type bag. I pretty much now only exclusively use this for travel. I use it for both air travel and I use it for car travel, but it is a great travel piece. I do have a Keepall 45, so that's like the next size up from this. And I will say there is quite a difference between the 45, Keepall 45 and the Speedy 40. But the Speedy 40 is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And I love the older leather too. Something about the older, not leather, canvas. Something about the older canvas is just absolutely magnificent. And I know what they're trying to do with the canvas. Nowadays, they actually hire chemical engineers to rework and work the canvas to make it better. But this older canvas was just absolutely superior. I love it. So another piece of my collection that I probably will never get rid of. Moving on to my Neo Noe. This is a bag that I originally wanted the Noe. So I was in TJ Maxx and I saw this woman with a Noe bag and I was like, your bag is so gorgeous. And she's like, girl, my bag is older than you. I've had it forever. All I do is replace the leather, every so often when it's need be, and the bag is good. And so that just let me know it's like, okay, that's probably a good bag. And I generally love looking at bucket style bags, but I could never pull the trigger on the Noe. I did actually try to get one of the Murakami ones in Blanc a few years back, but then like someone else bought it before I was able to finish the transaction. It was so sad. But it just wasn't meant to be. This one was meant to be. So I actually got this for when I finished my chemotherapy. So I got it in pink. I bought this one pre-loved off of Fashion File. This is another bag that had glazing issues. It's very well known that the Neo Noe has glazing issues, except for this is a glazing issue that I know how to fix. It's not due to the mechanisms of the bag. It's just due to poor quality on Louis Vuitton's part. That's something that I can fix. So I went ahead and started the process to fixing it because I don't want to send it into a leather surgeon or to Louis Vuitton to get that issue fixed, because that's going to take months and it will literally take me, a couple days here to do it while I'm watching my kids. So that's what I'm going to do. I do have a blog post talking about my initial first impressions with the Neo Noe. I think it's a really nice bag. I don't like how they've done the compartments here. Generally, I like organization in my bag, but with the center compartment, it's lifted up some, so stuff rolls in between the left and the right side. So I went ahead and I put the bag organizers in here, and that has kind of resolved the problem a lot, but it does take up a lot of space in the bag. So, you kind of lose something to gain something. I don't know, but I'm okay with it. I can fit my iPad in here quite easily with the water bottle, some snacks, my notebook, my desk agenda, my personal agenda, my wallet, makeup. All that fits in here quite well, quite easily. I have like some stuff left over in here from the last time I used it too. But this is just a really good size medium bag. I know a lot of people use this as a work bag, and I think this is going to be a nice size work bag for a lot of people. Just know that you're not going to be able to fit a laptop in this bag, but you can fit the bigger iPad in here. Certainly the iPad mini fits in here, and a desk agenda, as well as several other notebooks, fits in here quite nicely. So I do like this bag for that. So I said I was a fan of the Noe. So I ended up getting the Montessori MM backpack on Fashion File because I just love that style of bucket type bag. And this kind of hit that sweet spot with the Noe, but also a backpack. At the time I was looking, had to have been like mid 2021 after I had my daughter, when I'm just like, okay, I have my bigger mommy bag, but I need something sometimes that's hands off that can still fit a bit more stuff. And this is what fit the bill for me. This bag, this bag is being sent in to Louis Vuitton. So when I go, I'll probably take my Pochette Métis and I will take this bag, or I'll see if I can like call client services and see what I can do. That's probably a lot easier since I'm not spending much time in Seattle when I'm there next. But call client services and see what it is we can do, because the leather has come off on the trim up here, but the final straw was the leather over here is starting to wear pretty badly. And so there was not much else I can do. This bag did not come in the best condition, but the canvas is in immaculate condition. There is absolutely nothing. There's not a tear, not a scratch on this canvas. So this canvas is in really, really good condition. And so that's the reason why I went ahead and picked this up. I picked this up for 400 something on a Fashion File, I think. And so, yeah, it was just a really, really great bag for me. And I've taken this on a lot of trips. She's been banged around in the car. She's been banged around on the airports and whatnot. And she is still holding strong. The inside has a large cabin with a little like slip pocket that, I have Disney tickets in this slip pocket right here. So yeah, this is a very good bag for travel, and you can generally find them for pretty decently priced. And like I said, if you find one where the leather is in great condition, but the canvas is in great condition, but the leather is not, you can just, buy it for the lesser price and take it to Louis Vuitton or take it to a leathersmith, a cobbler, and they might be able to replace the leather the leather for you. So you'll get a beautiful, beautiful bag with the better canvas for a lot less than buying it new. That's just my tip for you. And the last bags I have to show you are my Neverfulls. So this is my Neverfull GM. This is a huge bag. You can literally fit the entire kitchen sink. I'm not joking. You can fit the entire kitchen sink in this bag. Look how big this bag is. Oh my goodness. I have a hard time just holding it in one hand. I can't believe I used to carry this bag around. Okay, so lots going on with this bag right here. You can see like one of the side straps has been pulled off by my kids. The straps have been pulled and stretched to all get out here. This is a bag that once I retire her officially from being a mommy bag, I'm going to get repaired. But I'm not doing that beforehand because this is the bag that my kids are in and out of that is being lugged around whenever we're doing things with our kids, which is a pretty packed schedule. And for me, it doesn't make sense to keep getting the leather repaired when I know it's about to get messed up with how active my kids are. So I'm thinking I'm going to be using this probably for like another year or so. My youngest is turning 3, and so we're getting to the point where we don't need to have as big of a bag with us anymore. But you can actively see this bag holds everything. I have diapers in this bag. I have like an SD card thingy in this bag. I have crayons in this bag. I have children's gloves in this bag. I have hot chocolate for my kids in this bag. I have more snacks for my kids in this bag. I have sanitizer to sanitize everything. Hand sanitizer in this bag. What is this? Oreos in this bag. I have toys and stickers in this bag. I literally have everything. And I have a little bottle of Jo Malone perfume. I'm going to take that out for myself. A little battery pack. I literally have everything in this bag. This bag has our entire life. And I need to go through and clean it. I clean it out like every 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. But this bag pretty much carries everything we need. So if we're out and about and a situation arrives, like extra clothes, all that stuff is generally kept in this bag. And the Neverfull is great for that. This is a heavy bag though when it's filled like this. It's definitely been overfilled. She is coming up on needing repair, but we're going to wait on that until I'm done being a super mom who needs to carry all that extra stuff with her. The next Neverfull I have in a much better condition is the Neverfull MM in Damier Ebene with the rose ballerine interior. I picked this one up new in store. So let me go back. The Neverfull MM I picked up used, and then the other one I want to show you I picked up used as well. This is the one that I picked up new in stores, either in 2017 or 2018. The price I paid for this was $1,390. And so I think that was a reasonable price. These are almost pushing $2,000, I think, now, which is insane to me. So I actually have my Chinese New Year, my Lunar New Year scarf on there, my silk bandeau on there. But I like using this one for work as well. I can easily fit my laptop in here as well as my planners and my notebooks, my pen cases, makeup, food, things like that. Oh, I have a snack. A little chocolate snack. I love these ones, like the Unreal, because they're like less calories and less sugar than the traditional candies that they're knocking off. So this one's supposed to be like a little Snickers. It's so good, and it's dark chocolate. I love it. But yeah, this is such a nice and useful bag. And it's about 5-6 years old right now. And the straps are still standing up on this bag. Like, she looks brand new, and I use her a lot. So I do really like this bag. Since this was a newer version, it did come with the pochette, and I actually have my strap for my favorite here. I was able to attach a D-ring right here, and I might do like a little video to show you like, how I did that. But I can kind of convert it into like almost like a double flap. And this is really nice for like running out and doing quick errands and things like that. Sometimes I'll keep like a card, and just quick things, right? In here, and I will take this instead. It's a lot less, conspicuous, a lot easier to use. And so I like that. But yeah, I love this Neverfull, and it's still beautiful. So, and the last Louis Vuitton bag I have to show you guys is my Neverfull PM. So I know they have the Neverfull BB right now. I'm not really interested in it because it seems very similar to the Neverfull PM, just not as useful for me, to be honest. I think this bag is so cute. It's the only damier azur print that I have in a bag. I've been thinking about the grisette though, and I'm thinking I might get that in the damier azur because, I feel like it'd be great for vacation and whatnot. This bag is definitely older. I bought this bag off of Fashion File. I got this for $5.50, I think, back when I got it back in, it would have been either 2017 or 2018, one of those years. But it's a gorgeous bag. Like I said, it's a bit older, so it started to yellow and whatnot, but I absolutely love it. Now that I'm looking at it, I had to condition this bag because I see that where one of the seams is right here, it's starting to crack a little. And so the leather on like the trim here needs some love, but everywhere else, the leather is doing pretty good. I, for the most part, try to go in at least once a year, sometimes 2 to 3 times a year to condition my bags. I was not the greatest about that last year. I think it can be forgiven, but I do try to go in and make sure that I'm taking good care of my bags. I generally use this bag in the summertime, and so it's not nearly as beat up as my Neverfull, my GM one. But this bag is actually older. So this shows you the importance of keeping up with your bags, because if you're using them and abusing them, they will show it. But this bag looks very nice and in a decent condition. I think I'm going to bring this bag with me on vacation when I go to Cancun and when I go to Hawaii, just because I feel like it gives like great, like, beachy vibes. I think this is going to be a great bag for that. So I'm really excited for those upcoming trips. I'm really excited to use it. The Neverfulls, they push in kind of like bucket bags. I've only done that with the GM. But look at that. That does look kind of cute. So it kind of gives you like a new bag almost. I think I might take my bag like this. I don't know. What do you guys think? So I will say real quick, I don't think this would make a great work bag. You can't fit a laptop in it. I mean, you can fit your iPad in it, which I do. You can fit a couple of notebooks in it, but it's going to start to get really kind of filled up. And with these thinner straps, it's going to get really heavy on your shoulders. So this particular one, I don't think is going to be great for a work bag, but I do love this bag for like running around town and things like that, especially in the spring and the summertime. I don't know. I think it's a really good bag. I love it. I love all my bags. I say that about everything, but I really do try to buy things that I don't want to sell and that I really like and that I really thought about. So that was my entire Louis Vuitton handbag collection. I think that's about 19 bags that I have to share with you. So a little bit more than my Chanel collection. I tried not to ramble on so much, try to get to the point with this video. But yeah, I love Louis Vuitton as a heritage type of brand. There are a couple more pieces that I want to get. Like I said, I'm interested in the Crusette, and I'm interested in some SLGs, but I'm not sure if my my Louis Vuitton collection will be growing much more from here. Just like I said with my Chanel collection, there are some pieces that I'm interested in, but I don't really see it growing much more from this point. So if it does, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like, leave me a comment. I will try my best to respond to it. I'm getting a little bit better about responding to comments. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, noon, night, whatever time it is you're watching this video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.